The Paris Peace Accords, ending the Vietnam War in 1973 and restoring peace in Vietnam. Welcome to a new episode of English Plus Magazine, the podcast that brings you exciting insights, information, and takes your knowledge to the next level. Never stop learning with English Plus. And now, without further ado, let's delve into today's article. Wars, fueled by hatred, ambition, or ideology, scar the landscapes they touch and leave wounds on entire generations. The Vietnam War was one such brutal conflict, tearing apart a nation and claiming countless lives on all sides. Yet, even amidst the chaos, a flicker of hope emerged: the Paris Peace Accords. In January 1973, after years of protracted war and grueling negotiations, the United States, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, and the Viet Cong, representing South Vietnamese revolutionaries, gathered in Paris. Their goal was seemingly impossible: to forge a peace agreement and end a war that had raged for decades. The negotiations were fraught with tension and distrust. Each side held tightly to their demands, and compromises were hard-won. The shadow of continued violence hung heavy in the air, threatening to derail the delicate process. Remember that in real life, peace doesn't appear by magic. It takes hard work, sacrifice, and a willingness to find common ground. Against all odds, a breakthrough came. The Paris Peace Accords were painstakingly crafted, outlining provisions for a ceasefire, the withdrawal of American troops, the release of prisoners, and a path toward political reconciliation in Vietnam. It was a landmark moment, a ray of sunshine breaking through the darkness of war. But true peace, like a delicate flower, needs careful nurturing. Did the Paris Peace Accords end all suffering in Vietnam? Sadly, no. The agreement was fragile, and all sides violated it to some degree. Fighting intensified, and in 1975, the North Vietnamese successfully took control of South Vietnam, ending the war, though not the hardship endured by the Vietnamese people. So, was it all in vain? Was the Paris Peace Accords a pointless exercise? The answer is more complex. Wars end in one of two ways: a decisive military victory or a negotiated settlement. Few wars offer the luxury of a clean ending, leaving the losers with unresolved grievances ready to reignite violence. Negotiated peace, like the Paris Peace Accords, rarely solves everything. Yet, it offers a chance to stop the immediate bloodshed, to begin the healing, and to plant the seeds for a better future. The Paris Peace Accords did lead to the withdrawal of American troops and the release of prisoners, significant steps forward even though violence persisted. Those moments of respite from all-out war are precious. Just ask civilians caught in war zones in today's world if they dream of a break in the violence, even a temporary one. The lessons of the Paris Peace Accords continue to resonate. They remind us that even the most entrenched conflicts can find a path toward resolution, however difficult it may be. They illustrate the devastating human cost of war and the urgent need to pursue peace, even when it seems unattainable. Today, conflicts rage across the globe, fueled by the same forces that drove the Vietnam War. Now, as then, the path to peace is lined with obstacles. But if we learn from history, if we find the courage to compromise, the determination to persevere, and the empathy to understand our adversaries, the hope for peace, however fragile, will remain alive. So, the next time you hear about a war, whether far away or close to home, remember the Paris Peace Accords. Remember that peace is always worth striving for, even against all odds. Let's choose the difficult path of dialogue over the quick descent into violence. Thank you for listening to English Plus Magazine. Remember to follow the podcast and share it with your friends and family. And if you want to read the full article with its complimentary sections of key takeaways, keywords and definitions, frequently asked questions, Mythbuster, and discussion, take the link you can find in the description of the episode and find all that and more on our website, EnglishPlusPodcast.com. Let's keep the conversation going there, and we will be waiting to discuss the key questions that arise from today's episode. Until next time, stay curious and never stop learning with English Plus.